Hey, what's going on there, guys? Nick here from Absolute MTG, and I'm back with another unboxing video for you. Today I have for you guys the Dragons of Tarkir Fat Pack. So, first and foremost, what is a Fat Pack? So, a Fat Pack is a product from Wizards of the Coast for corresponding sets where you have 9 booster packs inside and some other various supplies. That includes some deck boxes to hold your cards, a brick of basic lands, and a spin down die, as well as a actual box, which this is, to hold your cards, and we'll take a look at that here in a second. This product is mainly for newer players, I want to say. It's not really for people that are just into very heavy competitive play. They're spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on the game. They're not the ones that are actually buying this product. It's mainly for the people that can't afford booster boxes and want to buy a bunch of booster packs at a time. These range in price. It honestly depends on where you look to actually be able to find one. Like, usually, like, you can find them as low as $30, at most like $40. They're somewhere within that range, depending on where you look, especially because it'll vary from card shop to card shop. But for the most part, this is if you can't really afford booster boxes and you want to still get a bunch of booster packs and a cool box to hold your stuff. This is probably what you want to be aiming for. So we have our insert here, which this actually unfolds into a poster, which we'll take a look at in a second. We have a player's guide for the set itself. It goes over just kind of like the backstory behind the set. Also talks about some of the cards within the set as well. I would assume this one talks about the fact that this has been a time traveling block and the changes that have actually occurred. Gives you an image gallery for all the cards within the set as well as a checklist to keep track of the stuff that you have if you're trying to aim for just collecting like one of each of the cards within the set. We have some cardboard, which is always cool, and I say that pretty much like in every single video. Somebody stop me. Just somebody stop me before I just get into that habit of saying it every single time, because that's definitely what's happened. So on this box, we have some real sweet art. That's real sweet. Yeah, each one of these has some very interesting art every single time around, and they always look pretty cool. Inside, we have more cardboard. We have our packs. Spin down die, a land brick, which we're not really going to pay too much mind. We have our deck boxes with Narset and Sarkhan on them. That's pretty cool. Pretty sweet. We're going to close this back up and take a look at the rest of the stuff here. So, first and foremost, let's open this on up. Every single time I try to open this, actually this one's a lot easier, but like most times I feel like I'm just going to rip this just because of the adhesive that they use. And yeah, it's the exact same art. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Yeah, they just keep on improving these the full art posters that they have every single time, or at least it feels like it to me. They used to be vertical ones instead of horizontal ones, and past a certain set, they just turned them into horizontal posters because I guess they figured that it just comes across better. We have a rules reference card for Magic for the very new players that don't know what's going on. Open this one on up as well. We have the rest of our packs and our land brick, which I think has 13 of each basic land, and then it'll vary between the different artworks for them. It's something like that. It's like 12 or 13. It's probably an even number, I would imagine, but I want to say like 12 of each, something like that. Somebody can correct me down in the comments below. Somebody will tell me the right number. I'm sure of it. But yeah, now it's time to actually crack open these packs and see what good stuff we have inside of here. So we'll just kind of skim through the commons and uncommons. We won't, I don't want to say we won't pay much mind to them. I'll probably read out the uncommons, and then we'll actually take a closer look at the rares. Is this one? No, that one's not an uncommon. So Rakshasa's Gravecrawler, Anok, Survivalist, Deadly Wanderings, and our rare here is Thunderbreak Region, very sweet, 4/4 for 4 flying. Whenever a dragon you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, it deals 3 damage to that player. And we have a forest and a tip card. So that's our first rare. Thunderbreak's really sweet. I actually like this card for potential standard play. I know I'm making this video at the release of the set, and I don't know, things could change a whole lot if you're watching this in the future, but yeah, it all just depends. So we have Inspiring Call, Stormcrag Elemental, Graceblade Artisan, this guy's really sweet, and we have Shaman of Forgotten Ways. So we have our first and hopefully not last mythic here, and this guy's actually pretty cool. 2/3 for 3, tap to add 2 mana of any combination of colors to your mana pool. You can only spend it to cast creature spells. Formidable for 11, tap, each player's life total becomes the number of creatures he or she controls. Activate this ability only if you control total power 8 or greater on board. This guy's really cool. I actually like him a whole lot in like Green Devotion decks, as far as still having Theros around and Nykthos and whatnot. This set's been pretty cool so far. A Tarkir Pummeler, Herd Chaser Dragon, Tapestry of the Ages, and we have Deathbringer Regent, 5/6 for 7, flying whenever it enters the battlefield. If you cast it from your hand and there are 5 or more other creatures on the battlefield, destroy all other creatures. Really expensive for that 7 cost. I don't think it's all that impressive for how situational and narrow the card actually is. If it just destroyed everything when it entered, that'd be really cool. But I can't design cards, so I can't absolutely break formats. Virulent Plague, Encase in Ice. I think we have a foil here. I want to say that we do have a foil here. Foil Tongue Invocation. We have Icefall Region. Are we just going to get all the rare dragons here? 4/3 for 5, flying whenever it enters the battlefield. Tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap for as long as you control Icefall Region, and spells your opponent's cast that target it cost 2 more. The Icefall, that is. So this guy's kind of like a cross between Dungeon Geist and Frost Titan. That's kind of cool. And then we have a foil Champion of Erishin, a Island, and a Morph. Nope, that doesn't go there. That goes there. There we go. Alright, what does this pack have for us? Some Impact Tremors. Alright, so Learn from the Past, Roast, Dromoka Monuments, and we have File Renewal. 4 cost instant, return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. Target creature gets -X/-X until the end of the turn, where X is the toughness of the card returned this way. Huh. Is it good and constructed? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Is it really cool and limited? Absolutely. Scion of Ugin, Sight of the Scale Lords, Orator of Ajutai, and our rare is Dragon Whisper. It's actually a mythic too. Very, very awesome. 2/2 for double red, for 1 red, it gains flying until the end of the turn. That just always perplexes me, is that it gains flying. It's just like one of those things that you wouldn't expect a red card to just gain flying. I would expect like blue or white. It's like, alright, your creature gains flying until the end of the turn. Even just the fact that it's a human shaman, it's not specifically a dragon. But I digress. For 2, it gains +1/+0 until the end of the turn, and Formidable for 6, 4 and 2 red. Put a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Activated only if creatures you control have total power 8 or greater on board. Foil Resupply. I actually didn't even think we had a foil in this pack. Forest and a Warrior. Really sweet fat pack. 2 mythics out of here. That's really awesome. Can we pull 3? I've said it in previous videos, like, oh man, it would be really cool if we got another mythic, and it'll be like the last pack, and I pull another one. What are the odds? I don't know. Pretty alright, I guess. Lightning Berserker. We have a Beltoll Dragon, Storm Rider Rig, and a Bloodchin Fanatic. 3/3 for 3, 2 mana, sack another warrior. Target player loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the sacked creature's power. I actually like that creature. I like it just because you can play like Tribal Warriors. It doesn't have to be super competitive, but it's definitely really cool. I say that about a lot of cards, don't worry. They're just A-okay in my book. Cunning Breeze Dancer, Void Squall, Acid Spewer Dragon. We have Berserker's Onslaught as our rare, so enchantment for 5, attacking creatures you control have double strike. Very, very awesome in Limited. Mountain and a tip card. And last pack here, so let's move this on over. Move all of our cards that we pulled. 2 mythics, that's pretty good. On average, it's like 2 mythics or so. Some of them, like, you can get like 3, 4 mythics even, but you of course have the probability of getting like a foil rare or foil mythic out of here as well. So it's always potential money. Kolgon Forerunners. We have Silk Wrap, Dragonloft Idol, and what do we have here? What is this? What is this? Another one? Another one of these guys. Alright, that's okay. Bloodchin Fanatic. Yeah, alright, so we have 2 of these guys that we just get to play in Tribal Warriors. Definitely wasn't expecting to see another one of these. Usually, for the most part, with what I found with Fat Packs, I mean, you're never really guaranteed anything, or even you don't really have any certain probability, but it's just always weird whenever you pull like 2 of the same card. Like, I always expect it to be like 9 different cards every single time around, not including foils, as far as the rares are concerned, but it's always just kind of funny to see the same card. This card's actually pretty cool. It doesn't have to be like just a $10 rare, but I think it's perfectly playable as far as like casual like white-black warriors are concerned. I like the card. I think it's cool. It gets a thumbs up for me. But yeah, we pulled 2 mythics out of here: Thunderbreak, 2 Bloodchins, the Deathbringer in the Icefall regions, Foul Renewal, Berserker's Onslaught. Overall, this is actually a really sweet Fat Pack. I'm really happy about this. And we pulled 2 foil white cards, neither of which are playable and constructed, but they're cool nonetheless. And foils are foils, and I like foils. I'll put the rest of these cards that I was holding in my hand off to the side. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button on it, and subscribe to the channel for more Magic the Gathering content. Thank you for joining me for this Fat Pack opening, and until next time, guys, peace out.